What's the best way to quickly analyze and put together a budget for flipping a house so that you can look at a deal and just know within a few minutes what your estimated repair costs are going to be for flipping the house, depending on what you have to do? The best way to do it is to make a list. You want to make a list of all the repairs that are needed, everything you're doing: roofing, siding, painting, flooring, cabinets, appliances, bathrooms, number of bathrooms, all the different things that you're going to do. The easiest way to do it, the best way to do it, is to just make a list of what needs to be done. And the markets that you're working in, that you're flipping houses in, you want to go ahead and talk to the contractors, suppliers and vendors in those areas and get general pricing for the different things you're looking to do. You can get square foot pricing on flooring, painting, roofing, siding, windows, doors. You can get prices on each for those so that you can estimate those costs. Kitchens, cabinets, tops, bathroom cabinets and tops, kitchen cabinets and tops, plumbing fixtures, light fixtures. You want to just create a database in your spreadsheet of these general items, what they are on the each and what they are per square foot for the items that are priced per square foot, like roofing, siding, painting, floor coverings, things like that. And get that database together so that when you're talking to the seller, you can ask them what needs to be done. You can look at pictures and you can kind of estimate it. You never want to use a general square foot budget range and say 1,000 square foot house is X, or a 2,000 square foot house is X, or a 3,000 square foot house is X. The problem is, depending on the type of construction and how many stories the house is, those numbers can vary greatly. You're going to have a lot more roofing cost on a 1,500 square foot house that's all on one level than you are on a 1,500 square foot house that's either 2 stories or 3 stories. It's a lot less square footage of roof and a lot less foundation when you have a 2 or a 3 story house than when you have a one story house. Painting is going to be more expensive on a multi-story house on the exterior than it is on a one-level house, because they have to get extension ladders and use safety equipment and things like that. Same thing with siding. So the different types of construction, styles of house, the amount of trim, detail, there's a lot of things that go into cost. So you want to be really careful. You want to make sure you know what you're doing. You understand the different types of costs for the different types of houses, the different ages of houses. The location is very important. Costs are very different in different markets all across the country. And depending on how far outside a city a property is, it may cost you more to get some work done if it's 20, 30, 40 minutes outside of a major area where everybody's working. So don't use random square foot numbers on the overall size of the house and say, well, if it's 1,000 square feet, it's 20 grand, or it's going to be $10 a square foot. Don't use those general numbers for the overall. You can use them for painting, siding, roofing, things like that. You can calculate by the square foot because that's how they do it, but you need to find out from the contractors how they do it and what the impact is on a multi-story house, multi-level house versus single story, things like that. So that's the way to do it. You can do it in a matter of minutes once you get those spreadsheets together. And the best way to learn is by asking questions. Talk to the professionals. Tell them, hey, I'm new to the business. I'm just trying to learn. Can you help me with this? I want to create a database, and get to know the people, take them out to lunch, whatever you need to do. Most of your suppliers and vendors will be happy to sit down with you and talk with you about averages and give you recommendations on who to talk to about the labor. So that's how you quickly estimate repair costs for flipping a house.